It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Vikings and the Raiders on EA Sports.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Las Vegas.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
This taken in at the goal line.
Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return.
And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
They'll be led out by someone who needs less introduction than any player in the league. A Super Bowl champion, the league's most valuable player for a second time, Patrick Mahomes.
And I'll guarantee that his goal is to just tamp things down a little bit. Pump the brakes, so to speak. Grind out a few first downs. Let his team get settled, because giving up a kickoff return for a touchdown, the opening play of the game, that's going to rattle people just a little bit.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So, Charles, this defense going to have its hands full all game long. You'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. So what's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on 3rd down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one complete to Smith.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, were able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. This defense for the Vikings very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They'll go. Achane.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
First down, here's Hainer.
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devon Achane
with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Hainer will look to throw for this.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets it up past the 35. Again, it's Achane.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he's got room. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left, Achane.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. In motion right is Jones.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Devon Achane. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Taking it about the 36.
Holding, receiving team.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, Now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Running right, here's Achane. There he goes again, and he'll be forced out of bounds all the way. It's a big play there for Vegas.
42 yards. You see a run like that, and I don't know if that happens in week 1 or 2, but worn on. He has gotten better and better, this rookie.
And so much for the rookie wall. We always hear about guys breaking down near the end of the season. Not in this case. He's only gotten stronger and better.
First down, here's Mitchell. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That good for 22 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing, Hayner. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Raiders. Jordan Addison from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead.
The Raiders again will come to the line and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On first down, Mahomes. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mahomes going to throw. There's Mooney with another catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like, well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. Brad Smith. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith
From 19 yards away.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's loose again.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. Devon Achane and the offense ready to go once again.
He's already cruised past. Mark, we haven't even... Time, yeah.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Painter. He'll dump this off to Achane.
A huge... play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Partner, I really don't have words for that one. It's not often you see a completed pass lose that kind of yardage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they... And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And fights through one man. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back?
Both sides searching for adjustments.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing on second down, Haener.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Give running right is Mitchell.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And they got it inside the 10 at the
55 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Mitchell.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On second down, here's Haener.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Jordan Addison.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Haener looking to throw.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run it. Line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
A handoff for Mitchell running left.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. To throw is Haener.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's Haener looking to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of... here, no panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Haener going bootleg here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll buy some time right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To the right side, incomplete to Washington. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
And those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field? Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Again here, Haener back to throw. Open, and it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
The 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Hainer will look to throw for this.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mahomes now to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
Racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And quickly they get to the line.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Throwing, Hainer. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Mahomes to throw once more. And the Raiders have got him.
Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gano the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
Vikings 26.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Play action. Here's Haener to throw. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
They'll go for it. Here's Haener.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And now off to the races down the right side.
Down the right sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Over the middle, he's got Mayer.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work an exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hayner wants to throw it again.
Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas,
The win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati.